Once you've created your list, there are several different ways you can add items to that list, and we'll go through some of those now. So looking at our sandbox list, I have no items added to this yet. So to add items, I'll click on the add button, and you'll see all those options under here for new items. So the first thing we're going to look at is the library search option. So this actually searches the library catalog and our databases to pull up any books or articles that we have access to in the library. So this makes it really easy to incorporate library resources. I think the default here is library catalog, so that's going to be primarily books, print and electronic, and videos. So just to show some examples, we'll look for sustainability. Show you what it looks like. So this is searching the library catalog. And you'll see journal and book resources here. And so you'll see that, if it's an electronic book, it should give you that format information there. And if it is a print book, it'll tell you it's a physical book. So let me show you what happens with print and electronic books. So here's a ebook. I click on that. And it gives me the option to add it to the list. I can choose, if there were multiple sections on this list, I could choose which section to add it to, but I don't right now. So I can just click add. And the item was added to my list, as you can see back there. So that was an electronic book. For a print book, what will happen if you go to add this to your list? You can also add an edit, which just lets you edit some of the information in the citation before you save it, but you can always do that later too. But if I hit add on a print book, it is going to ask me if I want this item moved to course reserves. So the assumption that we're making is if you're putting this, as an item for a course, then it might be something that several students might need, and so it would make sense to put it on course reserves. So you could choose what loan period you want there, based on whether it's a chapter or something that people can quickly read or make copies of, or if they need to take the whole book with them. If it's not something that you're requiring everybody in the course to read, and maybe you're just listing it as a supplemental item, you can say that it doesn't need to be moved, and then we won't change that location for you. And so this is what happens if I hit add and edit. It'll just let me update some of this information that was automatically entered from our library system. You'll also notice on all the items you can add some information about each citation. If there's a due date for the assignment, you can put a note on it like telling them which chapters to read or any other things that you want them to be aware of. So we can save that. And you see that these items are now added to my list. So this looks like there is some, we have this book electronically and in print. And so it had both of those options listed. So it's a good thing I didn't move it into course reserves. Now, since there is a physical copy attached to this, those requests do get reviewed by the library just to make sure that we do or don't have to add that to the course reserve section. So let me show you a couple more things about library search though. So we looked at books in the library catalog. If you would like to expand that search to articles, and that's going to pretty much search all of our database content. Even though it says article, it is articles and more. So we do get some books here. So these should be electronic offerings, but you'll see some of these articles here. It's either full text or even open access. And that just means that that's something that should be available not just to FGCU students, but it's an open access published article. But if it says full text available, that's something that your students can get to with their FGCU credentials, logging into this reading list. So you can add any of those things to your list. Same Same ideas apply here. Add. And the link is automatically added to your list. And just a note, when you do things through the library search and then the links, you don't have to figure out what the right link is. If something changes with the publisher or the vendor, it's automatically updated for you. So even over time, if something changes about that link, you don't need to worry about it. It's all managed through the library. Lastly, on the search the library options, if you search everything, so that's going to just include the books and articles and all of the things, you will have an option with this search to filter by type. So if you are only interested in articles or books or videos, you can limit your results that way. So we do have many streaming videos, and you can add those to your list here. Again, that's just going to add that citation information to the list with a link to the video. And there we go. There is the streaming video.